Hi sunshines, welcome back to Life After the Storm. My name is Usamke Shabalala and welcome back to a beautiful episode of All Things Sunshining. Today I was a bit conflicted on what episode to actually start on or what actual video to start on so that it can actually give perspective to the channel. But prior to that, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you haven't already, please follow me on Instagram on samke_mshengu or sammy_mshengu. And if you haven't already followed me on Instagram, please follow me on Usamke Masigane. If you watch the previous videos, you'll understand the whole dynamics of the surname. But let's get right into the actual video. If only you could understand what time this is when I'm recording this, you would understand. Yeah, kuning kenzek. But yeah, but I felt like, I should be genuine to myself and put perspective to the channel in something that has touched me deep. I hope I don't get emotional, but if I do, then this is it. There's life after the storm. And as I said previously, a storm could be something so minor, a storm could be something so major. So yeah. So I'm gonna start off with already thinking about this, I'm getting emotional. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna talk about Ubaba Mncane wami. I never wanted to start my channel in this regard, but this is one of the things that have shaped me in life. This is one of the things that have broke me in life or broken me in life. And yeah, so Ubaba Mncane wami. Okay. Okay, I'm trying. Why do I always cry? It's been 13 years. Okay. It's been 13 years. That alone is just bizarre to me. So, I don't know how to start this. I don't know if I should just start from the point where he left us on this earth, or do I start with our life before? I don't know. I don't know. But Mom has always been there from the day I believe I was born. If not from my early childhood development, he was there. So my guy was always there, and then comes fast forward, been present in my life, been my dad. He has hit me, he has beaten me up. You know how black parents are. He has beaten me up, he has done everything, he's done show me love, he done beat me up, he done did everything in his life. So fast forward comes 2010 World Cup, July. I remember July 7th. It was, I think, semi-finals. Ghana was playing, and I don't know what other country it was, but I remember at that point we were only supporting Ghana because that was the African culture, African country that was left. So all things were good, and then that is July. This is August, September. September. Everything is well. He plans his wedding because he was going to get married to his long life partner, whom he had met in 2003, which I'm still in connection with. Still the love of my life. I love her so much. So he's planning his wedding for the 25th of September. He gets sick. Now remember, his sickness was routine. He'd get sick, he'd get well. So when he got sick, it was one of those things that he's gonna get well. At this, he gets sick. I think he got admitted while it was a weekend. I'm in standard 8 at this time. Is it standard 8? 2010? No, standard 7. Standard 7. I'm in grade 9. I remember that day. It was on a Wednesday, and we were gonna leave school early because every Wednesday we left school early. We left early. I was the first one to get a taxi to Northdale. People from PMP would know where Northdale is because he was admitted in Northdale Hospital. My perspective was, I'm going to see him. I have to see him because he got admitted over the weekend. It's now Wednesday, so now I have to see him, visit him in hospital. So I take a taxi. To Northdale. In the midst of everything, I got a bit of emo. So I arrive at the hospital, and as I arrive at the hospital, my mom says, because she was walking out, so my mom says to me at that time, he said he wants to get a bit of rest. So it's either you're going to see him on visiting hours as ebusuku or during the day the next day, which is going to be a Thursday. So I'm just like, oh, okay. Say less. Is he okay? My mom's, hey, excuse me, he's recovering, he's gaining weight, good vibes. So prior to that, he had requested his favorite meal, which was brown beans and uputo or with ujek, and that's one of my mom's fortes, and hopefully in the channel I get to experience that one day. So my mom had actually procrastinated days before that and actually cooked it the day before and brought it on that Wednesday for him, so he had that meal. Not realizing that was his last meal actually. But yeah, so Uputwami, which is my mom's sister's son, had bought a car, and they were very close with the Babunganwan because they became family through marriage. So he had bought a car, BMW G String, and it was vibes because my mom had given me confirmation that, what, Babunganwan is recovering, he's all good, it's chilled and good vibes. So hey, celebrate a new car, why not? So as we were driving from Northdale Hospital to Ekla, people who know Pietermaritzburg will know what I'm talking about. Ekla being Edamboza, Edendale. So as we are driving there, it's cool vibes, music, it's the works. We're having fun, we're celebrating. But Oputwami gets a call. When he gets a call, I see the change in his face. But it's giving, I'm not going to give off everything. It's going to give cold conversation, because I keep hearing him say, no, I'll go get the ID. Oh, okay. No, oh, okay, it's fine. When something hits you immediately, like something is not right. But I'm very dismissive, especially if it's negative. Dismissive. That, my fellow people, is me. I dismiss negativity. This part of the story is life-changing. So, in as much as I could see the codes and he wasn't giving off any information, I knew something was not right. At that time, I did not know God. I prayed. When you bargain with God, spare his life, I will stop this. Spare his life, I will become your greatest server. Spare his life, I will be your greatest child. That was me. I bargained with God before I even knew what the problem was or what the issue was. I bargained with God. So when we got to Edamboza, he had a conversation, my aunt's husband. He had a conversation with him. It was very brief. They exchanged some documents. Don't know what that was, but I'm guessing that was his ID. And then we turned around. So for people who live in Pietermaritzburg, they'll know the distance between Edamboza and going back to Northdale. I knew there and then something was not right. We couldn't have been eTamboza and home is ngaphezulu, and then ngaphezulu is kaGezbu, so Ilandskop, and we have to turn back to Northdale Hospital if nothing was not an issue. As we're driving, well, my brother was driving. I've never prayed so much in my life. Keep in mind, I've lost a lot of people that I love, my grandparents from my mom's side. Nothing prepared me for that day. Nothing. We get to the hospital, they don't let us in. When I say us, I'm talking about myself, and my cousin was also there. They don't let us in. My dad comes out. I ask him, like, open my name. He couldn't give me a straight answer. He couldn't give me a straight answer. So I said, Mupungane. His eyes were red. You can tell when a person's been crying. I knew it. That day, remember prior to this, I said when he, that week he was planning his wedding or whatever the case is. That very day that he passed away, he got buried on the day he was supposed to get married. I still see him. He got buried with parts of me because that man loved us, that man honored us, that man fought for us. When things get tough, I always ask him, where is he? Why is he allowing certain things to happen? Because that was my heaven on earth. 13 years later, I still cannot talk about that man and not cry. So recently we did a whole welcoming ceremony, whatever you can call it, or a memory ceremony for him. And I literally begged him that he heals our hearts and lets us accept his passing, because it's one of those things that are just the hardest to accept, the hardest. But yeah,